Oh man, what a week. And we have a Nintendo Direct on this beautiful Friday. And before we get on to the Nintendo Direct, I got some stuff to talk about with Nintendo. About Nintendo, sorry. I can't personally talk to Nintendo. I always said it multiple times throughout the channel, every time I cover a Nintendo game, a Nintendo title. I always say that Nintendo are the true innovators of the gaming industry. And I say that because as someone who has always grew up with so many Nintendo titles, I was always impressed with them more than any other games I personally played from back then. Obviously, I have a lot of love from a lot of PlayStation games to Xbox games, of course. I'm nearly on every platform. But Nintendo always does something to push their hardware, their software. Nowadays, with Nintendo, I feel like, let's just pull up the article. Nintendo just landed a summoning and battling patent. So for those who don't know what a patent is, I'll bring up the actual definition of it. A government authority or license conferring a right or title for a set period, especially the sole right to exclude others from making, using, or selling an invention. So of course, patents will involve video games, as there's a lot of work when it comes to AAA game development. Nintendo is a AAA company, and they do release so many AAA titles. When it comes to Pokemon, I guess, is a AAA title to a certain degree, right? We'll get about those conversations later. But, with their Mario games, with their current Kirby game, the Kirby Air Riders, which I also talked about on this channel. I was very impressed with that because of Sakurai. But, with Animal Crossing, all that sort of stuff. Nintendo has always been known to be a very strict company. Especially when it comes to their IP, they don't really play around. If you look at a lot of news when it comes to emulation, they hate it. They hate it a lot when you try to emulate their games, which is why they stop a lot of the people who create these emulations of Nintendo games. Even though you could argue that, hey, maybe you should actually make these games accessible so that people don't emulate these certain titles. I don't know. I'm just putting out an idea. With the recent Pal World controversy, for those who don't know, Pal World is like this little indie, well, not really an indie game. It's this indie game that became very popular and huge. To the point where they were able to have a whole partnership with PlayStation. I think it is currently out on PlayStation right now. And it's pretty much a Pokemon-like. It's a parody of a Pokemon game, pretty much, right? You do a lot of ridiculous things in that game, which is hilarious. I bought it on Steam, and I played it with my in-law, and we had a fun time playing the game together, doing all the goofy stuff in that game. And of course, Nintendo being Nintendo, they didn't like seeing that their IP and their ideas are being implemented in a whole other game that got very, very popular compared to their other Pokemon games. They decided to file a patent infringement lawsuit against Pokopia's open world survival game Pal World. Little summary: apparently Nintendo filed a patent infringement lawsuit which involved them not wanting a video game not having, where you have a capture ball and you're able to either capture the monsters or the creatures, return it to the ball, you throw it or you summon it. They don't want none of that. They don't want basically their Pokeball involved, the concept of the Pokeball involved in someone else's game. As much as I disliked how Nintendo was handling this whole situation and being very, very strict about this, even though it's completely a whole parody and is just created on it's created by a whole inexperienced dev team, because if you actually follow Palworld's dev team, they have no experience at all when they made this game. They were kind of just winging it when they created Palworld. So I just kind of see like the big bully is just constantly ganging up on indie devs that are just trying to bring back the fun in video games. Honestly, there's also another side where I'm like, okay, I guess I get it, because they were copying the concept of Pokemon. I mean, even the monsters are very Pokemon-like. I mean, if you look at other Pokemon likes, their monsters are completely different. It kind of strays away from the style that Game Freak's Pokemon has. So I kind of get it, but at the same time, like, it was a bit distasteful of personally for me to see what Nintendo was doing. But I'm like, okay, I guess. But RIP Palworld, right? Especially when they're going up a whole lawsuit against a big corporation and a company like Nintendo. I just feel like when it comes to this sort of stuff, Nintendo should just be chill about it. They make money regardless, literally. But anyway, so fast forward to September 10th. This is just literally a few days ago. Nintendo just landed a summoning and battle patent. So pretty much, if you have a character and a sub-character, or a character summoning a sub-character and is fighting or battling for you in the video game, you have a risk now of being in a lawsuit with Nintendo, since they have apparently every quote-unquote right to say, like, hey, you are copying us, you're copying our gameplay mechanics. Again, patents are pretty much the blueprints for video games. Nintendo isn't the first big company to kind of claim their own patent. I think, what was it, Warner Bros? They had this whole Nemesis mechanic in a video game. You could search it up, you could Google it. Warner Bros. Literally claimed a patent, and now no game developer could necessarily use it at all. And it's such a shame, because a lot of people, because I have not personally played their game that has that certain mechanic, but apparently that game mechanic was so good, and it's not even being used at all. Because, when it comes to Warner Bros. Games, they don't, they haven't made like banger games in a long time. So of course, when a big company is claiming a patent and just kind of monopolizing and controlling what other game developers are doing, yes, this is very harmful to the industry itself, because when you monopolize something, everything just starts to be bland, the same, but it also becomes like the whole ecosystem where creatives just don't want to associate themselves anymore within the industry. So when you have less people in the industry, and by the way, there's been layoffs of a lot of employees from different gaming companies as of recently due to AI and all that sort of stuff. When you have less people working for this industry, that means less creativity, less art. So you're going to see the same stuff just like Pokemon, and you're going to see less innovation. Even though it is Nintendo, right? And I always consider Nintendo as the innovators. No true innovator would allow this, because the point of creating these certain inventions is for people to evolve these certain things, your invention, your software, your product, your hardware, no matter what it is. Everyone will always have the same idea as you. People could be thinking of the same idea right now. It could be eventually people will have the idea, whether it's like a week from now, 10 years from now, whenever. So I hate the fact that Nintendo is really trying to control everything just for the sake on protecting their IP. And at the end of the day, it is a business. It is a very competitive business within the gaming industry, but I hate this, as there's so many creatives within the industry that I admire, and I love many games, but this just ain't it. With Nintendo's philosophy, or like with how they treat their consumers and even their developers, and even outside of their company, it's a double-edged sword, because Nintendo does create good stuff. They do create good quality games, but at the same time they like to negatively affect people, whether they are their consumers whether it is other game developers outside of their company or within their company. I just like that a lot. And summoning and battling pattern is it's very harmful because it's such a broad statement. It's such a broad mechanic. They are not the first people to have to create the term or the concept of summoning. Summoning has always been talked about for the longest time, within mythology and also within literature way back then. That's just the example I could honestly bring up, especially when it comes to battling. These are broad, very broad statements. So you have IPs like Yu-Gi-Oh, where you summon monsters coming out of cards. You have games like Persona where you literally summon your personas, your different personas. These monsters all have different traits and personalities to them. And then you literally have games like a big franchise in Japan, Final Fantasy, right? Or back then at least, that is about summoning all these mythological creatures, within the game, and you team up with them. So how is this going to affect a lot of games that have existed, when it comes to the use of this, when they're clearly not even trying to be like Pokemon? Because all of this is just for the sake of their mid-game Pokemon. So be real, man. I know Pokemon fans, they are true diehard fans. For those who love Pokemon, let's wake up. We have not had a great Pokemon game in a very long time, and this just shows Nintendo is desperate. Nintendo is just being desperate on protecting their IP, just because they know that the Pokemon franchise, in terms of its, when it comes to their gaming softwares, right, their gaming titles, they know it's not the greatest, because there's you're just kind of getting junk at this point. I remember I bought Scarlet. Oh my god, that game did not run properly. It was just a broken game on launch, and it's still broken if you play it on the Switch. So I hate stuff like that, and they even bother to still make that game full price. It's ridiculous. So I hate that. I hate what's currently going on with Nintendo, because if you were to tell me years ago, I would not believe how Nintendo was acting up. Imagine if Miyazaki from Software, the creator of the Souls series, right? Because, the Souls franchise has been popular as of the past 5 years or so. Imagine one day he just decides to do all this. So a lot of the games that you enjoy, apparently Lies of P is on par with many of his Souls titles, and along with Elden Ring, right? So imagine one day he decides, hey, I don't like seeing them copy the Souls series, so let me claim this patent, use it against a lot of these developers so they won't exist. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. You wouldn't have these beautiful variations, or the different creative work from these teams. It's just bad overall at the end of the day. In other news, we do I know this is so awkward, but another point of the video is I came to react to the Nintendo Direct. Apparently it was alright, it was dope. I mean, I was looking into it. Luckily I did not stay up to see how the game is. I did look through on my phone to see what Nintendo is up to. Apparently they brought back the Virtual Boy. What are we doing, man? So I'm gonna react to certain games that I'm interested in. It seems that I'm not a fan of all the games here. I'm not even probably gonna react to Pokemon. I was actually interested into this, and it's funny how they're claiming a patent. So we're gonna look into that. But and apparently Donkey Kong has a DLC already. So without further ado, let's go on to the Nintendo Direct. I already checked out Super Mario Galaxy. I'm not as interested. I wasn't a big fan of Galaxy 1. I did own it and played it on the Wii back then. Super Mario Bros. Apparently has I don't know if they're gonna... Let's actually watch it. So, there's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of this. I hope this is a free upgrade. I know that they have a DLC, because I have this game currently on the Switch. I actually enjoyed it. This is a whole expansion of the game, but I'm pretty sure, knowing Nintendo, they are gonna make the upgrade and the expansion together, so you have a reason to pay so that you could get your upgrade. I hope it's separate. I really do. But yes, it does look fun overall. But let's move on to another one. There is new Mario Tennis that actually looked very fun. I'm gonna look into that. Wow, 40th anniversary for the Super Mario Bros. But this looks actually pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. It's Mario Tennis, man. It's crazy how they still kept this series.
Mario Tennis Fever. Use top spins.
But to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I feel like the Mario sports games, other than like Mario Strikers, they I don't know, man. For full price, I don't know. Is it really worth? Okay, so there's a new Yoshi game and the mysterious book. So let's look into that. Apparently, Yoshi is back on the Nintendo Switch.
One day, on the island where Yoshi and his friends live, a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky. It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures.
You know, this looks very detailed. This is all in game.
But it
Wow.
can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. First, let's study this flower-like creature.
Oh wow, yeah.
We found it right away.
See, the art style is beautiful. See, I hate it because again, we were just talking about how stupid Nintendo is, and then they bring something like this where it looks so beautiful, man. I see. It's a love-hate relationship with Nintendo, honestly. I mean, there's a reason why. I already said it before in previous Nintendo videos, but there's a reason why I left Nintendo. Or why I stopped like consuming a lot of Nintendo products, but stuff like this, man, it's just nice to enjoy or consume.
On your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll
but it's like a classic 2D platformer, huh? Yeah, it is. But it has beautiful artwork.
As you wander through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find.
It's crazy. They never really changed the formula though.
Will be written down.
They never really changed the formula for Yoshi.
Hey, we found some dandelions.
It's like been 20 years or over 20 years. It's been 25 years. I don't think I'm going to get that, but that does look very unique. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. I want to see some Nintendo Switch 2 gameplay. I'm considering on getting this. I would buy this again. I have this on the PS4, and then I obviously replayed it again on my PS5. This game has been amazing to me. I know I'm hella glazing FF7 right now.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done,
but it looks great. I mean, you could tell that there's not a lot of fidelity compared to the PS5 version, but it looks good, especially if you're gonna play it on portable. On the portable mode, I'm ready. I have it. I got it recently. We'll talk about this eventually.
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot.
But it looks so good. Apparently Rebirth is going on here as well.
Can't say this is quite what I had in mind when I put
like how is Rebirth gonna run? Rebirth was barely running on the PS5. Well, kinda. I mean, it was actually fine, but this looks amazing. Yeah, it still retains that art style, so that's very important when you're porting games to, especially when it has like smaller hardware or lower hardware specs. The objective is to at least maintain that art style and obviously some performance, you know, compared to the initial release, you know, when it came out on, you know, PlayStation and PC. I wonder if it doesn't look like it's gonna run on 60, unfortunately. But I hope it does. There's an option. I wouldn't mind like toning down certain stuff or even the resolution. I would love to play the game on 60 FPS on portable mode. Wow, already for next year, for January. That's amazing. And that's right, they have the DLC. That's great. Yeah, the DLC was actually very fun to play as Yuffie as well, by the way. I played all of it. Fatal Frame, this is apparently a remake. Fatal Frame 2. I never got into the Fatal Frame series, so let's see it. I always wanted to play it though. Like if there wasn't any games releasing back to back, especially this year, I would have made time like to put in and play the OGs of these certain survival horror games. Because I really wanted to get into Fatal Frame. I was planning to like play it during October.
A long time ago, there was a village here that disappeared during a festival. And
People who get lost in the woods are called to the village. Do you think this is... What happened?
Yeah, her weapon is her camera. That's what I love about it.
No. Stay back. Run away.
I assume this is like a 1-to-1 remake.
Crimson Butter.
They seem to like make this quickly, considering, you know, how the game looks, but I could be completely wrong. I'm very unfamiliar with it. Early 2026, so that's fine. Metro Prime 4, I know it says that I have looked into it, but I have not looked into everything. It's only like 2 minutes. Apparently they showed like new gameplay, like a whole new open world where you're able to traverse with a motorcycle. That looked amazing, so let's check it out. I never got into any of the Metroid games, so, you know, I would probably get into this. I am very interested. I've seen some gameplay before as well. It looks fun. This looks dope though, the free roaming, but when I initially saw this on my phone, I was like, oh, there is nothing in the overworld. There is literally nothing. And I know this is coming out for the Switch 1. It's made technically for the Switch. But damn. But that's cool. There's some combat. Missed opportunity to do like a cool trick or something, you know? When she went off that ramp. Also, now that I have the Switch 2, I'm curious how like the mouse mode is gonna work. You could play it like as if you're on mouse and keyboard, kinda, or mouse and Joy-Con. But this looks fun. I'm curious how it's gonna play like. Switch 2 edition. Yeah, it's unfortunate how the free roaming kind of looks like with the motorcycle. I'm not really... It's given like Pokemon Scarlet vibes. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet vibes. I don't like that at all. Okay. Let's check out Donkey Kong Bananza. Apparently there's a new DLC already. DK Island and Emerald Rush DLC. I wonder if this is spoilers for me, because I do really want to play this. This looks really fun.
Way into Donkey Kong Bananza. This new edition lets you barrel around DK Island, the home of some familiar faces.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
And if you finish the main game story, Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of...
Oh, so he's still around here? I thought we stopped him. See, that's spoilers already.
What do you think?
Your mission? Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush. Meet your emerald quota within the time limit to clear each round.
A lot of arcadey stuff in the DLC. That's dope.
The key to amassing emeralds is collecting fossils to gain perks. Collect a fossil and you'll get to pick from...
It's kind of crazy though that they already have DLC established.
Perks have different effects.
Because apparently the game is pretty chunky already for base game, so having DLC is just even better. Because there's just more content for people who have been enjoying the game. Also, I wonder if there's gonna be like any big references, since this is on DK Island. There's be any references to like the OG games. Bro, that ID card, what is that? That ID card, the employee ID card with Pauline. What the hell?
On how well
what was his name? Void Kong or something?
Playing can net you new fashions,
going out of hand with this, man.
To display on DK Island.
Oh wow, you get your own amiibos in game. That's pretty much it. That looks fun. I mean, let me know how you guys are currently feeling about Donkey Kong. Is it actually like a really great game? This is interesting. This is this kind of hit controversy with the recent news of Nintendo filing like a patent for battling and summoning, you know, creatures or monsters. They make a Minecraft like. It's just the irony of everything. They don't like Pokemon likes, but yet they make a Minecraft like. Well, let's check it out. Let's see how this Pokemon game is. Nintendo, man. Nintendo's wilding out here. Funny enough, Ditto, the Pokemon that is known to copy anything, right? To copy any sort of Pokemon. They're using Ditto as the scapegoat to create this whole Minecraft-like Pokemon game. Get out of here, Nintendo. They're like, Ditto did all this, not us. Trust me, it was all Ditto's fault.
It looks like a human. And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur.
OG.
A grass-type Pokemon.
OG starter. It even has the wait, the Bulbasaur talks?
What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea.
Oh, wow, has his own Vine Whip.
By learning this move,
This
you
is
can
literally
make
like a
grass grow.
Minecraft type of game.
Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy.
Cozy
As nature
Minecraft
flourishes,
sim.
so do the Pokemon.
Like they actually made their own survival game. They're like Pal World. Hell nah, we're making our own. This is so it's Minecraft coded as hell.
Rocks and wood to build.
They got the
with.
workbench. Yeah, it's like it has that Animal Crossing charm, but
Till the fields and
this
grow
is like
delicious
legit
crops.
Minecraft.
Build homes for the
Nintendo is
Pokemon
a
you
hilarious company.
meet. There's
This does
so
look like a
much
cute
to
game
do
though.
here.
Like I would personally play this. I wouldn't like pay for full price, honestly. But I was like, where was these Pokemon games when I initially was like
No need to
playing a
rush
lot of
them.
Nintendo games back then? I hate how like a lot of good games that I would actually consume is like here in the future where I don't mess with Nintendo at all. Or kinda. Again, it's love-hate. Oh, you could build your own Pokemon Center? I see. You make it into like just like the old game. See, that's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a big homage to like the OG Pokemon games. That is actually dope. But at the same time, Nintendo is so delusional, bro. They literally made a Minecraft-like, and they're gonna price it for full price, $70. I'm just gonna say, guys, you know, we're in a time where a lot of companies not just Nintendo, a lot of these corporations are wildin'. It's so important to vote with your wallet, to really like push back these companies, and it's time to humble them, honestly. I know gaming activism is a joke, but in times like this, especially how a lot of things are affecting our hobbies now, our interests, where we want to get away from the real world, it's just time. It's time to push back. Oh, so Koei Tecmo and Game Freak collaborate for this. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't expect Koei Tecmo to make a type of game like that. I heard Dynasty Warriors was pretty fire, though. Dyson Warriors Origin, but I'm not going to react to that. I've seen gameplay already from like the console footage. But let's look into Monster Hunter Stories 3. Let's see how fire this is. It's Monster Hunter, baby. Let's see what Capcom got.
Twin monsters are reported.
Okay, twin Rathalos with the different horns on opposite sides.
Ancient custom dictates.
Oh, what are they doing to the Rathalos? Wait. Let me rewind the dialogue again. I wasn't listening to...
Should you wish to oppose this omen, ancient custom.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they're trying to just eliminate one. So they actually eliminate one?
Both his royalty.
Or I hope the other one got away.
Do what you can to help him.
In the service of your development, I will go to the end of the
Oh god.
The only talk I hear of Lady Amara is as the founder of the Rangers and an intrepid protector of monsters.
unraveling the world's greatest.
Oh, the instant switching with different monsters. Oh, is that Poogie?
Look at that. It's gone feral.
Chotacabra? Feral Chotacabra.
I needed to know what she hoped to accomplish.
Legion.
In the hopes
Oh, yeah, probably the other Rathalos got away? I don't know what's going on. Lavinus.
Rathalos! I can't believe they bring it here!
Yeah, there's 2 different Rathalos. Oh my god. That looks pretty fire, man. The open world. See, didn't Nintendo put a patent where you're able to not, like, board monsters? But I guess, you know, since Capcom's working with Nintendo, they allowed them. But I think they put a whole patent for that, like, this whole concept. Even though this has always been existing, even before video games. But okay. But okay, Nintendo. Sorry, we're gonna keep roasting Nintendo from here on out. Because I'm sick of how they act. Who was that? Oh, right now. Oh, they brought back the whole sandstorm and thunderstorm. Okay, that's looking nice. March already, March 13th. We're already being stacked for next year. Oh, here we go. Now we have something, right? Resident Evil on the Nintendo Switch 2. I think we're gonna see more game. I'll be surprised if we actually see more gameplay. It's 2 minutes long. Oh, this is already different. Okay, let me lock in. Oh, that's like that's a big homage to the OG games. Nice references with the shots.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is on the Switch too. Her hair looks so different here. Yeah, it's so funny. That's what I noticed with the FF7 remake that we just saw. Their hair is less detailed. It looks less smooth. It looks more fuzzy with their hair. Yeah, their hair don't look the greatest compared to the previous footage that we've been seeing on console and PC. Oh, whoa! Different shots. Hold on, we got like a noir type setting because she's a whole detective. Yeah, she's with the FBI out here.
Grace, stay close to me.
Yeah, you could definitely tell this on the Switch too. See, again, I know we all hate Nintendo out here, but without the Switch 2, we wouldn't have games on the go. I mean, yes, we have the Steam Deck, but since devs are more obligated to kind of optimize more games on the Switch 2, we wouldn't have games like this. I know recently Village, RE8, had like a whole cloud version. You know, the cloud version on the Switch was a joke. It does not run properly. It doesn't run your games properly, and there's a lot of latency issues. You know, the fact that this is running natively is insane. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be on 30 FPS for sure.
What's wrong?
But again, it looks
Later.
the actual modern Resident Evil game running natively on the Switch.
I've been watching you.
A whole mansion?
You're not
A mansion again?
You're quite
We're back on the mansion, okay.
unique.
Tell me what's going
He got a whole photo of her.
Something important. Mom, I'm scared. Grace. They're coming.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. They in the mental Umbrella. Umbrella's back.
There's no escaping your destiny.
Ooh, what a fire shot. Capcom is cooking with RE9 for whatever reason. They're just like, who was that? For whatever reason, they're like, let's just go all out. Why not? Oh my god. Oh, RE8. I mean RE7. RE8 now. They would show Lady Dimitrescu for whatever reason, even though she's like not the main gal of that game. So the gold edition is actually coming now. Instead of now the cloud, yeah, eliminate all the cloud titles, make them native for the Switch 2. Let's go. There we go. Okay. Oh my god. See, this is what's good about the Switch 2. Like I said, it's a love-hate relationship with Nintendo out here, and I think it's still important to be cautiously optimistic when it comes to these sort of stuff. I'm in a whole emotional roller coaster right now because the Switch 2 is what I always wanted rather than the Switch 1. But the problem is Nintendo themselves. Apparently, their Super Mario Galaxy movie. I don't know who. Oh, Illumination is making it. Okay, I'm not interested. All right, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Apparently, there's like a remake in a way. I know it says that I looked into it, but I didn't look heavily into it. I never got into a Dragon Quest game, and also I heard you guys are not even having your latest game yet. I think the last game was what back in 2017 or 2018.
Right, that's enough for one day.
But this looks already nice with its remake. You know Square Enix,
not a word about this.
Square Enix does make good titles, guys. Come on.
There's more to the world.
Their
than
quality
this
of games
island,
has always been
and
great for
we're going
RPGs.
to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
R.I.P. Toriyama, though. His artwork is still living on.
It all began with a spark of curiosity. Guided by a mysterious tablet, a group of young heroes embark on a journey to reclaim a lost world. As they venture into the unknown, they'll encounter mighty foes.
Yeah, this looks like a solid
and trials.
Like, is this like a 1-to-1 remake? I assume. Whether it's like a remaster, remake, it's solid. It looks very, very good. If I was a Dragon Quest fan, I would cop. Oh my god, see, there's a lot of titles already stacked for next year, ready for you guys to buy. So that looks good. Shout out to Square Enix. Oh, apparently it's going out on the Switch 1 as well. So there you go, guys. Let me know how you guys are currently feeling about everything in this whole video. We covered about the controversy with Nintendo's and their biggest flaws, as they always have been a flawed company. And I hate how they're treating themselves as like perfectionists or like people who are true leaders. But let me know how you guys honestly feel about the Direct. There's some stuff that I'm glad I did not stay up for this. Like, if I saw this Virtual Boy announcement, I would have just turned off the Direct and went back to sleep, to be honest with you. So, I know we didn't react to, like, everything. Oh, there was Fire Emblem. Let me actually check this out. Is there gameplay? Sorry, I skipped out on Fire Emblem. But anyway, guys, yeah, remember to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. This looks beautiful. Wow. Oh, this is animation. Wait, is it? No, it's not. Whoa. Oh, I got fooled, bro. Wait, no, this is like a movie, right? I thought this was like in-game graphics. Is it?
Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun.
Oh, this looks so nice. That's the thing, man. You know, I'm not into, as much as I really wanted to get into the Fire Emblem series, I'm not into this genre. I'm sorry, I'm an action junkie. This is probably fire, though. I mean, it looks great. The quality is there. This looks so good.
Is a great strength. An unyielding strength for any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Her outfit's cunty as hell. What the fuck? What the hell? I know Fire Emblem be having some baddies, but goddamn. What the hell?
I must cull it with this.
Just casually had that fit on.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason,
see, oh my god, these characters are beautiful looking. Sheesh.
Now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the Divine Sovereign, that I vow to you.
That's actually hype. I'm happy for the Fire Emblem fans. Good for them, man.
Weren't they? Have you forgotten me so soon?
Wait, wasn't she from the previous games? But she didn't look like that. She was younger, I think, right? 2026, it's stack ready for Nintendo. Let me know how y'all are feeling. Remember, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hype up the video as well. Let's put this video out there. Like I said, I know we dislike Nintendo, but stuff like this is truly amazing to be hyped about. Let's also be careful with how we consume our media, our hobby, especially how these corporations are wiling. Let's put them in check. As much as this was very exciting to see all this, at the end of the day, it is Nintendo still, and they're trying to really create a lot of restriction within the industry, and we don't want that. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace. I'm out.